Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the bench. Today, we are going to do part 2 of the Panasonic CF32, the Woody. We are going to load an English operating system onto it, which will be Windows 95, and we'll attempt to hopefully have all the software and drivers from the previous install transfer over and work so we can watch TV and do all the other things that this computer was meant to do. Also, I was able to clean the contacts for the VGA connector, and now we have a properly functioning VGA monitor. I used a laptop just to test it out, and everything seems to be working fine. Okay. So, now that our connector's dealt with, we have the proper color going on. If I load this AV main here, which means our startup group is missing, so it's not loading that to begin with. Now I'm able to press this button, and it goes to television mode. So here you can change channels. If you can see I can change the volume now. My front controls are working. You can use that to play our CD player, which we're not going to do right now. We have media player on one of these, our Super Voice here, which is for making phone calls, faxing. Don't know what these other ones do. But yeah, that's good to know. That's all working. We've got full RGB. The system is working, and I think now we're ready for Windows 95. So let's boot this back into DOS. I was able to copy a Windows 95 upgrade CD onto the hard drive, which makes for a much faster install. And now we're going to attempt to install it from DOS, because when I try to install it inside Windows, it won't let me upgrade. It comes up with an error message saying that the original operating system uses a different character map, which would be the Japanese font system, and it basically just prevents you from doing anything. The only thing you can do is a clean install, so I want to see if there's a way to do it in DOS possibly here. And as you can see, we're getting the exact same error message in DOS, so the next step will be to install it into its own directory, and then we'll just have to manually copy over all the software and drivers and see if we can get it to work. And now we have a copy of Windows 95 installed. It's found some of the drivers, but not all of them. But that's okay, because what we can do is go into our original Windows 3.1 folder, and we'll go into the System folder, and anything in that folder with an extension of .386.drv, .sys, .inf, stuff like that, we're going to copy over into our new Windows folder, and Not all of them, though, just anything that's not already in our new Windows system folder. We'll move that in, and that should let us use our old Windows drivers, which Windows 95 is backwards compatible with 3.1 drivers. And then we'll be able to copy over our software or just make some shortcuts. But as you recalled, we had a file in this AV folder that we had to run in order to get the front buttons to work. So that was avman.exe. So I'm going to create a shortcut to that and put it in the Windows startup folder so it automatically launches that every time Windows boots. And hopefully that will take care of our problem with the buttons. But as you can see here, I'm just trying to launch these applications, but it's not working because I need to copy those driver files from the system folder over first. So let's get to that. So I had a lot of problems copying files, and none of the apps started working. So I decided to pull the CF card, put it into my Windows 10 PC, and just copy the files that way, which worked. I had no errors. So now let's try to boot it up with everything copied over properly. I've got my shortcut for the AV media.exe file in the startup, and we'll see if it just works. All right, for the moment of truth, here we go. We press TV. Oh, come on. Yeah. Working TV, Windows 95. Oh, awesome. That is great. So we're going to have to hook up a tuner to this thing, VCR, something just to get some nostalgic stuff going on the screen. That's cool. That is a success. We even have the original 3.1 dashboard down here with all the special apps for the computer. So that is great. And of course, there's only one way to properly test this computer, and we all know what that is. Unfortunately for me, I can't remember any of the keyboard controls on this or how to set it to mouse aim, but just for fun, we'll play it a little bit. And of course, some good old Commander Keen, which I have never played before. And again, I need to figure out how to use the controls of this game. I loved this on NES, Dick Tracy, but I can't figure it out here. I'll have to find a manual. But yeah, there's lots of fun to be had with this PC. And of course, we have to try the best feature of this thing, and that is its video capabilities.
Pardon me, do you have any great coupon?
We have still image capture. We have full multitasking in Windows while having the video up. It is a delightful treat to have it all working. Unfortunately, the controls are still in Japanese, so maybe I can find another tuner software to work with it, but at least we've got the factory software working now, and that is awesome. So if you guys had a good time watching me bring this thing back to life, we'll have it in some future videos. I'm going to do some RAM upgrades and add a USB card into it and possibly upgrade it to Windows 98. I'm thinking Intel Pentium Overdrive processor, if I can find one for a good deal. But yeah, that's it. Let me know what you guys think. Give me a like and a subscribe if you liked what you see. If you don't, then you don't. Thanks for watching, everybody.